Good evening. The impact of lockdowns during 2020 on the number of traffic accidents has been released. Official government figures show that nationally, the number of vehicles on the road fell by more than 20%, as did the number of people killed or seriously injured. But in the Thames Valley, even though there was less traffic, more people died than in 2019. 72 people lost their lives, an increase of 30%. That figure is similar, though, to previous years. Driving organisations say that young drivers remain the most at risk, especially those on rural roads. Peter Cook's been investigating.
One of the many Thames Valley families devastated by a road accident last year. Josh Powell's wife Zoe and 3 children died when their car collided with a lorry on the A40 in October. He and his 18-month-old daughter survived. His family were some of the 72 people who lost their lives on our region's roads.
Nationally, we're looking at things like the road safety plan. That's particularly important for rural areas because it'll help to make sure that we maintain that safety on rural roads. There's also the money that was secured in 2019, the £102 million, which goes to upgrading the A40. That's particularly important in West Oxfordshire.
Corey Caton was another child fatality in 2020. He collided with a van near Whitchurch whilst out cycling.
I'm a competent cyclist and I would probably think twice about taking myself down that hill. You do have to be very competent, but you also need to know what type of hill it is, where the bends are. Corey had never been down a hill like that before. He just didn't know where he was going. He didn't know what was going to be round that corner.
The AA says year-on-year casualty figures were down a quarter because lockdowns meant fewer people were driving. But accidents involving young drivers still remain a major concern. None more so than here, the A436 between Stow-on-the-Wold and Chipping Norton. The evidence clear on the road, listed as the most dangerous in our area.
Young drivers are particularly at risk on rural roads, and there are multiple of reasons for that, part of which is the natural tendency for risk with young drivers. They are naturally more risk takers. When we're teaching young drivers, we need to really educate them about how important speed is and regulating your speed.
With more people returning to work and therefore our roads, it remains to be seen what impact that will have on road casualties this year. Peter Cook, BBC South Today.